So nobody has your best interest. Prove it. Prove that they have your best interest. The Dalai Lama doesn't. So if the Buddha of compassion doesn't have your best interest, God. So if they haven't gone through the Hufflepuff initiations and literally received their Python, downloaded all the karma of Slytherin, transmutes it and makes it cook in Tiferet, and sees how fucking evil everything is and that they've been. Okay, so if they haven't done all of that and started all the Gryffindor stuff, then they definitely do not have your back. Or your best interest. So they might charm you to death. They might make you feel loved and good inside. But their passivity of not actually doing any real work is like throws you under the bus. So there's this girl that's now texting me about my hunger strike. She's like, oh, tell me about it. And I have no patience for it. And why would I? If you understand the law of attraction, it's just another evil narcissist that like wants to get off on my fucking story. So I like how nice she is, but you know, that's just fake. She's not gonna die for me. She's not gonna like help me do anything real. So must have backs and not attacks. There are a couple teachings with this. Number one is this. When you hit Gabra, it's like hitting the point where you're like, I understand this shitstorm. In Tiferet, you're too busy healing. In Gabra, you're like, oh, I get this shitstorm real easy. So when like I have a problem with somebody, I'll tell them. And it's like, it's not to create disharmony. It's above harmony. Harmony sits in Tiferet. Harmony. It's just so fucking gross. That's why we put the trolls there, you know? And that's why the trolls literally get to exist in Tiferet. Harmony. All right, so I like Princess Poppy. That's fine. But it's just like, let's be real about the state of the planet and everything else that's going on, and not living in fairy wonderland. So when you understand the real shitstorm, you realize how much we need a team. We need to spread out the responsibility instead of it being like, oh, Kali Ren takes 100% of the hit, and then I get off because I have better karma than she does. That's not Gryffindor, dude. That shit gets thrown out of Gryffindor as fast as fucking possible. So it's like, you pay your dues. It's a brotherhood, a sisterhood. I want to say sisterhood, like how the Marines have each other's backs. in warfare. We're at war. So it's like you have to come from that masculine side where you'd rather punch your best friend in the face because he makes you angry instead of stabbing them in the back and like setting a trap because you didn't show up. So it's kind of like that alpha male dom on each other, but it's loving. It's like bro fighting. So it, like, the Tara will say, don't say that shit. That shit will that will make you get so attacked so fast. Or like dumb. She calls me out and go, yeah, that's right. Okay, so it's like she said that, she called me out because she has my back. And it wasn't aggressive. It was like, it was a warning and a teaching. Like, don't do that. Like, too many people are afraid to like take those stick trainings and then like move forward. So then you get the other warnings from the bad guys, which is like, don't say that because it will trigger me to fucking knife you. Well, that's not having your back either. That's evil narcissism. That's bully. That's demonic. That's aggression. That's of service to nobody. Like, you can point out it. So in the Eddie the Eagle, at the end, like the fancy skier versus Eddie, and he's like, I'm at the 11 o'clock and you're at the 1 o'clock, and it's like we're the same, but we're not. Okay. So at Gabra, you should be at 12 o'clock. At the top of the fucking wheel. And they're at 6 o'clock. So they're still Gabra, but they're demons. They're demons that are aggressive and you stomp on them. So they'll do anything to check, like Babaji. Never underestimate a demon. Thinking that they're entitled to attack you. Thinking that they're even entitled to exist without having planetary service. So if they don't have planetary service, then they're just, they'll send parts of their energy to charm you and tame you so you don't set boundaries. So that's not having your back. That's only attack. So it will feel good. So again, never underestimate a demon. It will feel good. It will feel like they love you. It will feel like there's positivity and light coming from them. And then they just do demon shit. And if I sound like I've just described 90% of the world, 7 billion Voldemorts on this planet. that have no emotional education and still haven't even qualified as a human by passing a symbolic logic test. So they think they have any authority to make a decision over anybody's body without having done any fucking work. This is why I keep saying, for you guys, take the symbolic logic course and pass it and ace it. And I'm not joking. This is not a joke. You need to have intelligence to work with the demons that are surrounding you. You need to be able to see the truth. Like, who's got you? Like, who gets you? So, because nobody wants to do the work, man, I don't even want to do the work. Period, you know? So, anyway, must have backs and not attacks. So Lucifer was showing me something really clear. Lucy wants to get into Gryffindor. Lucy needs to not undermine me or sacrifice me to get into Gryffindor. Because Lucifer's a dragon, and I'm just a stupid human. So, one, Lucifer should be able to take hits that are way more harder than what I would have to take. Because Lucifer's a dragon. Lucifer would have to have my back to qualify for Gryffindor. In life. And that goes for all the dragons. And right now, the dragons are under trial as we're doing the grid for the planetary ascension, because they are untested. Because if you look around you, it doesn't make sense, does it? That dragons have all of these powers and supernatural abilities, and that they exist. So they are going through their trials as we're building this together. And they've already fucked up. And they're doing their work to repair any damage. So understand that. Because they're respond-able dragons. So if they fuck up, we move forward. So just, know the dragons have wisdom. We're like going into uncharted waters here. So, if you want to ever set a boundary with anybody, it's going to be like a demonic child spewing shit in your face. Be prepared for it. Just telling somebody to meditate might get them to shoot you in the head. It's like, there is no respect on this planet. If there was respect on this planet, you wouldn't walk down the street and see 5 million pieces of litter. So that's everyone, not the corporations, not the presidents, not like, it's not the big bad evil guys, is the fucking next door neighbor, dude. So they're addicted to materialism. They're addicted to their comforts. They're addicted to their paradigm and their belief systems. So I was going to say, I'm sorry, but I ended on, they have no respect for their paradigms, they're addicted to their paradigms or their belief systems. And then, I'm sorry, but historically, throughout years, this is the mass of the pop. They'll start wars over skin color. Everyone. No, not black. No, not black people. Black people have historically never had wars over skin color. Let's clear those delusions of grandeur out. They will... What the fuck was Sudan? They will do really demonic things over just like language, specific words. They will attack you just for religion, you know, because you take Kabbalah instead of Tantra. Okay, that's the level of like demon we're at. They'll kill you because of it. That's the reality. So it's becoming a little more tolerant. But the underbelly is not. The underbelly is like, still will fucking slay you. Okay? So the tolerance is kind of a delusion right now. It's a real big delusion of grandeur. And so this is where the dragons are like, yeah, we got to earn our due and push things forward. Because if we cannot create a biggest little farm planet and then have enlightened schools that are like international, then point made. It's that or it's like death for everybody. It's like thrive or don't. And I that movie is like legit, you know? It's like thrive. We're either gonna create this or we're all fucked. And most people want to just make their stupid fucking horror movies, then realize that that's the future. Must have backs and not attacks. Like, it's either courage or insanity. Kali Ren out.